All right, hello everyone. My name is Bianca Brooks, and you are watching Trading Photos TV. I have a special guest today. His name is BR MALIE. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. So, this is super exciting to have you here. You are on the television show Money and Violence. Do you ever have people who recognize you from the show? I don't know if you remember me. I saw you one day. I think I was at DeKalb Avenue, and I saw you, and I was like, oh, hi, you're on Money and Violence. You probably don't remember because you have a lot of people who probably come up to you and say that.
Yeah, but yeah, I've gotten a lot of people. I still do. Like, Money and Violence haven't been aired or filmed for the past, 2 years? And people are still walking them to me. Like, I live in Atlanta right now. I moved to Atlanta from California. And when I'm in California or Atlanta, people still walk up to me. I'm in a mall, Lenox Mall, people walk up to me, yo, aren't you such and such and such? I've had people walk up to me and be like, yo, because they hear me talk. And they're like, yo, someone ever told you you look like that dude BR from Money and Violence? Have you ever seen Money and Violence? I think you look like this dude named BR from Money and Violence. Have you ever seen it? And I'm like, nah, I haven't.
You are so funny. Oh my gosh. I don't know why you're doing that to the people. Just take your picture with them.
I haven't. I know I look like him for real. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, no, I've never seen it, but I'll go check it out though. And they're like, yeah, I knew it wasn't you because you're not, he's Jamaican on the show, but it's funny that you look identical. I'm like, oh, that's weird, And then some people walk off and come back. I'm like, you're playing like it's you. And I'm like, nah, it is me. And I'm like, yo, how you can talk? I'm like, I was acting. And are you Jamaican? I'm like, yeah, I'm really Jamaican, but I was just acting. And they was like, yo, I think it's just so dope how you can switch it on and off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of people out there like that, though.
Wait, I thought you were from Brooklyn. You said you live in Atlanta now?
Yeah, I live in Atlanta. I'm from Brooklyn.
But you moved there for your career.
Yeah, I moved to California. From New York, I moved to California. From California, I'm in Atlanta now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. Well, we are so very proud of you. We here in Brooklyn. That is wonderful.
Thank you.
As you know, you are a fan favorite. A lot of people, they wanted to know, oh my gosh, when are you going to do this interview with this guy? When are you going to do this interview? So I'm like, okay, let me reach out to his management team. So that is wonderful.
Thank you.
Now, with Money and Violence, people would like to know when it's going to come back. Because I'm sure people ask you that all the time. I'm sure they just pop up on your Instagram out of the clear blue sky.
They do, even in my comments.
In my comment section.
Nah, Money and Violence was sold to Lionsgate, and it was supposed to have been aired. They were supposed to air season 1, 2, and have us film season 3. So the same time, the time they're taking to air season 1 and 2 would be the time we'll film season 3. But things didn't go as planned. Stars TV was supposed to air Money and Violence. I'm not exactly sure why they did not air it, but all I know is there's some politics behind it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because of just certain relations people have with other people that aren't liked. So I would just say this, like, 50 Cent has his own show on Stars TV.
That's right.
If Money and Violence would have been aired on Stars TV, that's another series that sort of urban, you know what I'm saying? That can Money and Violence can take away fans from Power. It could have. It was different. I understand that Power is on another level, but Money and Violence was different. So a lot of people would have tuned in, and it would have taken a lot. I'm not saying it would have taken away from Power, but Power would have helped Money and Violence gain another fan base, an entirely different fan base from what we have. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you guys did very well for yourself. Those episodes were at 1 million each. That's pretty good.
They told us the whole thing. How much did they say? It was 80 million, no, 90 million hits entire.
That is amazing. I'm so proud of you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, in terms of, this is just the way I think. I know that some people are like, oh, Empire's like Power, and I personally don't think the shows are anything alike. Some people say that Power is like Money and Violence, and I followed Money and Violence from season 1 before it became like, this whole big thing. I followed them because these are men who are from Brooklyn and they're Haitian like me. So I'm like, oh, they're doing a web series that's really cool. Let me check it out. again, I don't think that it's anything like it, but everyone is entitled to their opinion. Some people might feel like it's the same, some people don't. So personally, for me, when I see that, I think that it would have been actually really good. And growing up, I remember there used to be a lot of crossover shows. I personally think it would have been so good if Money and Violence and Power did a crossover, like for the culture. You know what else I need you to do for me? For the culture, make Money and Violence do a crossover with Respect Life, okay? For the culture, okay? Can you guys make that happen?
That would be dope. That would be dope. Cause I did watch a couple episodes of Respect Life. You know what I'm saying? And the dude, Boom P, I think is his name. Boom, that light skinned dread, plays as Mello. Yeah, he's the one that runs that show as well. He hit me up as well, wanting me to be a part of that show. You know what I'm saying?
So when are we going to see you on the show?
I can't.
Why?
Because my loyalty lies with Money and Violence. And it's like I can't sell the same character to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. You know? It can't even be something like it. It needs to be something entirely different. You know what I'm saying? If they would have presented something different, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people want that Jamaican. They want the Yardie. So I got picked up for a new show right now. It's titled Trapping. Trapping TV series. It's about the strip clubs and about bartenders and strippers beefing over money. Who gets the tips, who's not getting the tips. These are things that actually do go on in strip clubs right now. You know what I'm saying? I got a role in it playing as a guy named Monty. Monty is a drug dealer, and he's like a ladies' man throughout the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? He's known, like highly known. Like I feel like that part was good for me because I wasn't trying to go for any part that had me shooting the blocks or killing people. Like I'm tired of that. Especially after Money and Violence. Like the only reason I even played the part in Money and Violence was because of the script alone. The script is what had me. I was taken by the script. Once I read that, I was like, I'm down. A lot of people come to me and present their projects to me, but their scripts aren't felt. Like, you know, it's not realistic. Everybody talking about the person that they're portraying to be. There's a lot of dudes out here that play the tough guy role, you know, because they're from the hood and it goes well. You know what I'm saying? But if you really get to know them, they're not really like that. You know what I'm saying? But these people are trying to produce films now, shows now, and they're producing the same thing that they're trying to, I guess the image they're trying to, you know, portray. But not everyone can relate to shooting up a block or drug dealing or this or that. It's actual daily things that go on, that everyday life things that people aren't seeing on film or TV screen. You know what I'm saying? For example, fathers dropping their kids to school daily. I don't see that being televised or broadcasted. No one, is, especially black fathers, we're not known for it. They're not. We're known for being deadbeats, not being there. Kids coming up in an unfit home, one parent there, one absent. So these are things that need to be brought up, and people aren't bringing certain things up. You know what I'm saying? That's going to help us not just on you personally as a man, but us on a whole as a race. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. And a lot of people are working, and I'm proud to see a lot of people are making that initiative to try to pursue something, because before Money and Violence, I know a lot of people was in the street trying to do things, but no one had a lane or had a aim, a direction. No one had a direction. Once Money and Violence came out, everyone was like, oh, that's a lane? That really exists, so we can do that? And it opened doors. And I see a lot of people coming in doing, you know, their own shows and web series. I've seen dope ones, you know what I'm saying? And I've heard people come to me presenting ideas, and people have good ideas, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes more than just talking about it and getting likes on social media. You know what I'm saying? It really takes a group of individuals to come together to make these things happen. Because Moses Vernon started Money and Violence. When he first started it out, he didn't have the right people. he started getting people from within his neighborhood and had them go out to get people that they knew maybe, you know, hey, do you know someone that could possibly fit this role? And they went out doing the work to find people that they know in the streets that are like that. And he put these people together. And I thought it was amazing because, excuse me, he has not only individuals, but these are black individuals, quote unquote, from the hood. You know what I'm saying? So what are your expectations? Because these dudes are gang affiliated as well. There's a lot of dudes that are gang affiliated from the opposite gangs, and they're here in one place right now making one thing happen. We all focus on one thing.
I like that. I think that's amazing.
You
said something that I want to point on. Now, I had interviewed another actor from the show. I'm not going to say his name because this is your interview right now. But he said he was also offered a role on Respect Life, and he said that he did not take it due to loyalty. So I see loyalty, something that runs very deep here in Brooklyn. Now, this is just my opinion because I'm an actor as well. I would not fault you if you decided to take another acting role on another show. You know, do you feel like maybe it's because you guys are friends behind the scenes? Do you feel like that has something to do with it?
No, because I didn't know anybody. I don't know any of them. Like, no one on the show I've known before Money and Violence.
So how did you get in contact with Moses if you didn't know him before the show?
It was a dread. One of the other dreads that was playing as a yardie. His younger brother. I don't really know him, but we do music, and we've performed at a few shows together. He called me one day. We were supposed to do a feature, but instead of doing a feature, he ended up calling me up like, yo, I know these people. Like, I don't know what made him think of me, because you don't know me like that. I don't know what I did to make you think of me, but whatever it is, I'm glad I did it. He called me up and he's like, yo,
that's a good man. Send him a thank you card.
Yeah, I always, like, mostly, like, every interview I'll go on and they ask me how I started or how I got the role, I always bring him up. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to know. And the funny thing about it is, he and I don't have problems, but we just no longer talk. You know what I'm saying? Not because of something. It's just, we kind of like distance ourselves, and like because of the workplace we were in, his crowd wasn't my crowd wasn't his crowd, so we kind of like went our own ways. You know what I'm saying? But I respect him for what he did. He reached out to me, called me up, he asked me, told me there's this guy named Moses producing a show titled Money and Violence, and they're looking for upcoming rappers out of Flatbush per se. So I'm like, okay. So he was like, yo, it's about this. It's about Brooklyn, but Flatbush in the 80s, coming up in the 80s. I was like, oh, dope. So it's literally about the old Brooklyn. I'm like, all right. So he was like, do a soundtrack based off that. Cool. Hung up, called me back. He's like, yo, but you Jamaican. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, I think you should come in and audition because they need another yardie. You'll be perfect. I'm like, all right, cool. I went in for the audition, and I aced it. And they was like, yeah, we're going to keep you for 2-3 episodes, and then we're going to kill you. And I'm like, all right, cool. Cool. You know, it's whatever. That's what I'm here for, to work.
Well, that's amazing. You do music as well. You have a project coming out, I believe, March 28th.
March 28th, yes.
Wonderful.
That's my first tape as well. My first project ever putting out, titled Local Living. So March 20th is also my birthday. So I'm releasing it on my birthday.
March 20th is my grandma's birthday. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, she's a good person.
Oh, wonderful.
Very strong, too. I know that. But, yeah, March 28th is coming out, Local Living. My first tape. It'll be on all platforms everywhere. I'm excited about this tape because I got some good features on there as well. I have 2 tapes done already. I'm working on the 3rd one right now, titled MALIE, which is my name. And MALIE is more of a personal tape, you know, where I'm talking about things that people don't even know about me. And I feel like as an artist, you want people to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? And for people to feel me more or to be able to relate to my movement and what I'm about, they need to get to know a little more about me. So that's what I'm doing for these 3 tapes I'm putting out. Local Living, March 28th, is talking about more of my wild side and how I came up. You know what I'm saying? And then Local Living 2 is me talking about where I came from and where I am now. And then MALIE is me just talking about overall personal things has nothing to do with my entertainment life. Just everything on my personal life. Me losing my sister, um, me having 2 daughters, me having a nephew. Now, I don't have a son. Me and my sister died. She left her son behind. He was 5 years old when she died. I've always wanted a son and didn't get one. She and I had a kid around the same time. She had a boy, I had a girl. I have 2 girls though. I don't know why the Lord is giving me girls, but I got 2 girls, and I feel like my nephew is that boy that I always wanted. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of women
yeah.
who are watching this who are, coming to give you a son. No, women love Jamaican men, so I'm sure I'm going to be getting a lot of comments like, what's his Instagram? I'm sure you have women who slid in your DMs after you were on Money and Violence, like, hey, I saw you on the show.
Oh, yeah. But one thing about me, I've always been humbled. Yeah, I'm a humble person. I don't allow things to get to me. I don't get big-headed. Before Money and Violence, I was on a show that used to be aired on BCAT. Every Sunday. It was called Flex in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And I used to dance on that show.
Oh, so you're a dancer too?
Yeah, I used to dance.
Wow.
Yeah, so coming up doing reggae dance, hip-hop dance. Entertainment is my overall field. I love entertainment. So coming up as a dancer and then an artist and then an actor, it's like I'm fulfilling the lanes, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are just all outlets a part of entertainment, you know what I'm saying? And I always tell people, like, music is the lowest form of entertainment. It's dope. It's a way to connect to the people, but it is the lowest paid out of all. But I love it. You know what I'm saying? Most dudes from the hood try to become a rapper. And they go hard. They go hard to become a rapper, try to be a rapper. But not realizing that the lane you're aiming for is the lowest paid lane in entertainment industry.
Yeah, try to own, your own record label.
They should try to do that instead of coming under someone else's brand entity. But knowledge is key, and a lot of people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? I was brought up in a musical environment from a young age. My father, his name is Chinaman. He had his own production called Chinaman Production with Madhouse Crew. Madhouse Crew is a label based in Jamaica. The dude that runs it is a guy named Dave Kelly. Dave Kelly has several artists like Baby Sham, Daddy Screw, Terra Fabulous, Amy Kamosi. Right now, my father currently works with Junior Reed. You know what I'm saying? His son YJR as well. Me growing up around the reggae and my father doing what he has done in the reggae industry has made me take a liking to music, period. But not hip hop, only reggae. I grew up liking hip hop when I got older, probably high school. It was weird because I just started listening to hip hop out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'm an entertainer. I'm an overall entertainer. I like entertainment, period. So I want to do acting. I want to do music. I want to try everything. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple streams of income. That's good.
Definitely, because I'm not going to chase one source or 2 or 3. I'm trying to create 7, because 7 sources of income is an average for a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So what is your aim? And that is my aim.
Okay, smart man. I like that. Because that's true. If you had waited on Money and Violence, even though, it was good while it lasted, all good things come to an end. And now, the show is on hiatus, or I don't know if it's coming back or not for right now, but, you're still moving. You're still doing your music career, and that's good.
Yeah, because one thing when I got down with Moses always told me, I tell everyone, BR, I don't know where this is going to go. I don't even know the outcome of this whole thing we're doing here. So you see that people are taking a liking into this whole Money and Violence series. Use it as a platform, a stepping stone. And that's exactly what I did. I used it as a stepping stone. I said to myself, everything I do with Money and Violence, I'm going to redirect the traffic, the people, to my own brand. You know what I'm saying? So every time I make a post about Money and Violence, right after it, I make a post about local life for people to understand that this is them and this is me. You know what I mean? And me doing that did help out a lot, because it helped separate those two things. People now come up to me in the street and be like, yo, what up, loco? And I'd be like, Oh, all right, cool. I know where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. I love it because it showed me that what I'm doing right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
Okay, so you said that you're Jamaican. Let
yeah.
me ask you a question because typically all Caribbean parents are the same when it comes to entertainment. If you tell your parents, I want to be an actor or I want to be a rapper, their response is like, no, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a lawyer. It doesn't, I kid you not. I know people from Barbados, I know people from Jamaica, I know people from Trinidad. I myself am Haitian.
I see
But
him.
all of our parents are the same. They all want us to be doctors and lawyers. And when we
Yeah,
tell them that we are artistically gifted and we want to pursue the arts, they look at us like, the arts? What is that?
yeah, yeah. Because that's like my cousin. I motivate him. I'm self motivated. Everything I got going on, I've pushed myself to do. My dad, like I said, has been in the music industry for years, but has never given me the attention I wanted. You know, imagine having someone, your father, being in the game, and you want in, but he's not giving you the attention or time or energy. I tried millions of things, you know what I'm saying, to get his attention. Like, yo, look, I could do it too. I could do it too. And I realized he was never paying attention. So I went out and did it on my own. When I did it on my own, people was coming back to him. Junior Reed went back to him and was like, you don't know about your son? Mr. Chin, your son is famous, you know. And he's telling my father about me. And my pops is standing there like, what? And I'm there, I didn't even look at him. Because I'm there in the room with them. But I didn't even look at his face because for you not to believe in me, but others come around and show you that, made me kind of feel like I don't need anybody to believe in me. And which was the right thing though, because I don't need anybody to believe in me. The first person that needs to believe in you is you. Once you believe, everyone else will believe because it's a way, it's an energy and it's a way you go about. You have to depict a certain image to the people. And as long as you portray the right in the right way, give out the right things, people are going to believe in it regardless. You know
Well,
what I'm
look
saying?
where you are now and all that you've accomplished. I think that it is amazing that you have gotten from point A to point B. And, there's nothing wrong. I understand in this
Mm-hmm.
industry, sometimes people give their children a hand up, but you were able to do it without having to say, okay, I didn't do this because this person did this for me.
Mm-hmm.
You did it because you did it, not because your parent did it for you.
Exactly.
And people will respect you as a man more for that.
Yeah. It took a lot. It's hard. It's not easy, but it's worthwhile. You know, and every time you achieve something, or I achieve something, it makes me feel great, better than buying a pair of sneakers or going out and having fun or partying in any way. Like achieving my goals is everything to me. It's everything to me. I take my time. Uh, I, I I've sacrificed so much. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that this is important. It's very important. As you can see, I walked in the studio today with my little brothers, my two siblings, and my nephew. Like my family is my everything. They're my motivation besides me being self motivated because they're my believers as well. They believe in me as well. I lost my sister years ago, like I said a moment ago, and she left her son behind 5 years old. At 5 years old, that's my nephew that's out there now with me. You know what I'm saying? Like we roll together. Like they're my entourage. They're my motivation. They're the energy I need. I'm the energy they need, and we need, and that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Because family is everything, and I push that. You know what I mean on everybody because uh, out here in the world, you'll be lonely. You know what I'm saying? You're lonely if you don't have your family. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we need that. We need that love. We need that energy, that just the right people around us to help put our minds in the right places. You know what I'm saying? Because we get sidetracked by a lot. So when you have the right people around you, they help mold you in the right way. And me being in having my siblings around me, my mom, my family, my father, having an input exactly like they now have an input on what I do. So them being around and having an input also helps me too because they come around and they're giving me advice like, remember you did this already or you've done this. And lots of times we forget about things we've done before or things we've made a mistake on and end up doing it again. You know what I'm saying? So it all plays. Everyone is playing a part right now, and everything is working great for me. I have no complaints right now. all I'm doing is continuously working, and that's what I
I
ask people
really
for.
like the fact that you said how important your family is. I
Yeah.
feel like that is such a beautiful thing. And the fact that you're taking care of your nephew, you are absolutely amazing. And I wish you the absolute best in life. Please let the people know where they can, keep in contact with you, where they can see your music.
You can find me everywhere at BRMALIE. That's literally everywhere at BRMALIE. Instagram, YouTube, wherever you want to search me at, in any search engine, you type in that and you'll find me. My music as well, you can find the tape. It drops March 28th. It'll be everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, Music Choice is going to play some of the songs. Um, it'll be everywhere, everywhere.
All right. Well, congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
All right. And thank you guys so much for watching Trading Photos. Make sure that you guys follow us at youtube.com/tradingphotos so that you guys can keep up to date with all our latest interviews. And you can follow me at youtube.com/QueenBiancaBrooks.